A day in the life of Amy. Amy woke up early in the morning to the soft chirping of birds outside her window. The sunlight streamed through the curtains, filling her cozy room with a warm glow. She stretched her arms wide, smiled, and said, "Good morning, world." She loved mornings because they always felt like a fresh start, full of possibilities. Amy hopped out of bed and went straight to the bathroom. She washed her face with cool water and brushed her teeth. Looking into the mirror, she tied her hair into a neat ponytail and thought, "Today is going to be a great day." After getting ready, Amy went to the kitchen, where the delicious smell of breakfast filled the air. Her mom was making pancakes, and the sound of butter sizzling in the pan made Amy's mouth water. "Good morning, Mom," Amy said cheerfully. Her mom smiled and replied, "Good morning, Amy, your breakfast is almost ready." Amy sat at the table and poured herself a glass of milk. Soon, a plate of golden pancakes was placed in front of her. She drizzled syrup on top and took a bite. "Yummy," she exclaimed. Breakfast was her favorite meal of the day. After eating, Amy grabbed her school bag and headed out the door. The cool morning breeze felt refreshing on her face as she walked to school. On the way, she greeted her neighbors and waved at the friendly dog that always sat by the gate. The dog wagged its tail happily, and Amy giggled, thinking it must be saying, "Good morning, Amy," in its own way. At school, Amy met her best friends, Lily and Ben, near the playground. "Hi, Amy," they said together. Amy hugged them and said, "I'm so excited for today's science class." Science was her favorite subject because she loved learning about the world. In class, the teacher talked about the solar system. Amy listened carefully as the teacher explained about the sun, planets, and stars. She raised her hand to ask a question. "Why do stars twinkle?" she asked. The teacher smiled and explained it to her. Amy loved asking questions because it helped her understand things better. During lunch break, Amy and her friends sat under a big tree and shared their food. Amy had a sandwich, an apple, and a small chocolate bar. Lily had pasta, and Ben had a big slice of pizza. They laughed and talked about their favorite cartoons and books while eating. The time flew by, and soon it was time to go back to class. After school, Amy went to the park near her house. The park was her favorite place because it was full of colorful flowers, tall trees, and happy children playing. Amy joined a game of tag with some kids and ran around laughing and shouting, "You can't catch me." She loved running fast and feeling the wind on her face. After playing, Amy sat on a bench to rest. She watched the ducks swimming in the pond and the butterflies fluttering around the flowers. Everything looked so peaceful. She closed her eyes for a moment and took a deep breath, enjoying the fresh air. When Amy got home, she helped her mom prepare dinner. They made spaghetti and a fresh salad. Amy loved helping in the kitchen because it made her feel grown up. She carefully chopped the vegetables and set the table. When the food was ready, the whole family sat together to eat. During dinner, Amy told her family about her day at school. Her dad laughed when she described how Ben accidentally dropped his pizza during lunch. Her little brother, Max, asked her about the solar system, and Amy proudly explained what she had learned. After dinner, Amy went to her room to finish her homework. She worked on her math problems and wrote a short story for her English class. Writing stories was fun for Amy because it let her use her imagination. When her homework was done, Amy curled up on her bed with a book. She loved reading before going to sleep. The story in the book was about a brave girl who explored a magical forest. Amy got lost in the story, imagining herself as the brave girl. Finally, it was bedtime. Amy changed into her soft pajamas, brushed her teeth, and said good night to her family. She climbed into bed, pulled the blanket up to her chin, and turned off the light. As she lay there in the dark, Amy thought about her day. It had been full of fun, learning, and laughter. She smiled to herself and whispered, "Thank you for such a wonderful day." With happy thoughts in her mind, Amy drifted off to sleep, ready for another exciting day tomorrow.